radio4@gmail.com. It's listed on my QRZ page as well. So while I'll be adding that list, please send me your phone number and your email while I'll be adding that list. A reminder. So anyway, that's all I have. That's all I have for Annette. Nothing new other than that. Nothing new to amateur radio this week. I'll turn it back to control. This is W4RN.
And Roger, Warren, fine business. W4RN, KA9MVA in the Central Alabama 2-meter net. Okay, I copied your email address as Warren, WARREN, Whitby, WHITBY, and then the numbers 4, Warren Whitby 4, at gmail.com. If you want to get on Warren's reminder list for his Echolink net, and you don't have to be on Echolink to join his net. You can join it by Simplex on VHF. I'll give that frequency when I give the net reminders here in a little while, and you can join right in. All right, 73 Warren. Next on our list is Miss Dale from Tallapoosa County, KD4FD. Miss Dale, I hope you're feeling well these days. Haven't heard from you in a little while. I haven't been on the radio much, though, so you gotta understand that. I'll turn it over to you. KD4FD, KA9MVA in the Central Alabama 2-meter net.
I hadn't been feeling well, but I'm feeling better now. I tell you one thing, none of you know, some of you knew, but not all of you. That Xanax they talk about all the time, I have come off of it. Tomorrow will be 5 weeks. And also, I am definitely off of it. I didn't know it was habit forming, and I didn't know all of it was in that fruit, but now I know. But if anybody could go through what I have to getting off of it, they could quit smoking or anything else or quit drinking. And I think those that I have told you that's helped me a good bit. This is KD4FD.
Well, KD4FD, KA9MVA in Central Alabama 2-meter net. Well, congrats, Miss Dale, 5 weeks. Some of those medicines that the doctors give us, they don't actually talk about the side effects, and some of them are habit-forming. That's right. I've had people in my family that have taken that drug, and you have my congratulations for getting off of that and being 5 weeks without that. Miss Dale, that's awesome. I hope you feel better, and I hope your mind is clear, and I hope all is well with you. 7-3, Miss Dale. Next on the list is Bobby D. in Wallsboro, KN4EHN. What you been up to, Bobby? Haven't talked to you in a little while. KN4EHN from KA9MVA and the Central Alabama 2-meter net.
Steve, KA9MVA, this is Bobby D. KN4EHN. Just kind of winding down from a good weekend helping the reenactors up at Fort Toulouse. We had a real good turnout. About 500 came this weekend for the French-Indian F&I reenactment, 1770 to the 1812s. We were real fortunate the weather held out for us, and we were up against a lot in the neighborhood. Had the snail races downtown Wetumpka, and they had a Friday and Saturday. They had a memorial services that were over there at the Confederate Park, and there was just so much on everybody's plate with biscuits and everybody else in town in Montgomery.
I think Bobby's radio dropped out on him. I hope he's going to come back in there, and maybe at the bottom of the list we can pick him up again. But I got most of that, Bob, if you're listening. We got the French and Indian reenactment, and there were some other things that were competing for attention for that, but you did have a good number turning out. That's great. Bobby's actually interested in reenactment of all kinds of different historical events, and he dresses up for the part, and so do all the people that are with him. So you might want to go out and see some of those reenactments sometime. 7-3 there, Bobby. Off to the bottom of the list. Do we have any station that'd like to make a comment on anything we've talked about, or any stations that'd like to join in? If you're going to check in with us, give me your call sign, first name, and location. You can check in a short time, or you can say a few words, whatever you like. Comments or late check-ins on the Central Alabama 2-meter net, please call Net Control now. It's a pretty quiet bunch tonight, so I guess that will pretty much do it for Rag Chew segment this week. I thank you all for your participation. All right, I have here in my hand a list of the other amateur radio nets in our area. Please prepare to copy. The Alabama Traffic Net mic meets daily at 6:30 p.m. Central on 3.965 megahertz. Every Sunday afternoon at 3:30 p.m. Central Time, the Alabama Aries Digital Net is on the 80-meter band at 3.57 megahertz. They use PSK 31 and then some other digital modes as they direct you. If propagation is good, the net may QSY to 40 meters on 7.111 megahertz. Sunday at 4 p.m. Central, well, they're over on single sideband, same group. 3.965 megahertz lower sideband. If propagation is good, the net may QSY to 7.243 megahertz. Then around 4:15 p.m. Central Time, WB4BYQ, or another Alabama Aries operator, will take Aries check-ins on this repeater and on others in the area, and on the Alabama D-Star reflector, and that is also on our local D-Star repeater in Montgomery. Alabama Simplex now will take early check-ins Sunday nights right before this net at 7:15 to 7:30 p.m. Just point your antenna north and tune your radio to 146.58 megahertz FM Simplex. Also on Sunday nights, starting after this net, and on Wednesday nights, is the Montgomery 2-meter SSB chat net on 144.21 megahertz upper sideband using vertical polarization. Note that, though, most of those stations do use vertical polarization if you've got your antenna flipped around horizontal for long-distance sideband work. Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time, the Cradle of the Confederacy net run by Ed, W4EDD, is on the 10-meter band at 28.35 megahertz upper sideband. Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Central on this repeater is the Central Alabama Skywarn Emergency Net Golf, run by Otto N4UZZ or other fine Skywarn net controllers. On the first Thursday of the month, right after our Skywarn net, is another Skywarn net. Once a month, the Jim Bell Wireless Association down in Butler County has their Skywarn net on the Fort Deposit repeater, 146.67 megahertz with a tone of 103.5 hertz. The Lake Martin Club meets on Thursdays, except their club meeting night, the second Thursday of the month. Their net is going to be at 7:30 p.m. Central on the Goodwater repeater. Just point your antenna north from Montgomery, and the frequency is 145.33 megahertz with a tone of 179.9 hertz. Friday nights at 10 p.m. Central Time, Pike KT4XL in southeast Montgomery runs the Hootie Owl net. That's a good time on 147.555 FM Simplex. On Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Central, the aforementioned W4RRN Warren runs the Central Alabama Echo Link net. On his node in Montgomery, and set your Echo Link program to W4RRN-L, or you can get on FM Simplex 146.445 megahertz, and set your tone to 203.5 hertz. This is KA9VA closing out this session of the Central Alabama 2-meter net. Return to Peter's general use. This session of our net had a total of 19 check-ins. I thank you all. God bless. Y'all have a great week. This is KA9MVA Clear.